What's up, guys? It's Sundance 270 coming at you live through the power of the internet, ripping off Boogie 29888. I am over 18 years of age. I, Sundance 270. I already told you that. Anyways, I, Sundance, am over 18 years of age of sound mind and read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept the League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury or damage or reason for makers with this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this without question. A 1. A 2. There's no 3. We're just going to do 2 today. 2 Patera, 2.0, multiples back to back, all that good stuff. These are both sealed. Pardon me while I set these down for a second. All right. You guys ready? You guys ready? Like I said, 2 Patera, 2.0, just because I can, just because I feel like doing it. Sealed. Sealed, sealed, sealed. As you can see, we're going to remove the seal. Once the seal is removed, that's when everything stays on frame. Empty tube. Oh, I should have done that. As you can see, they're all in the bowl. You guys should know the rules, and if you do not, 15 minutes total. 10 minutes to eat, 5-minute afterburn. There is no jump into an immediate afterburn. You just gotta eat them. Eat them as fast as you want. You don't have to do the whole 10, but you gotta do the full 15, so. You're warm and fun. All right. Ready, set, gear. He's got stank on him today. Much more flavorful than I remember. Quite possibly my favorite challenge. Nom 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 nom. Underrated challenge. Nice and hot, tasty, crunchy. 7 points. I actually did 3. My camera died after the fact. And I lost the footage. I lost the footage for 3. I'm not happy about that. I'll go ahead and jump into a second. I usually get these down in about 5 minutes. I don't know how much I want to rush. Lips are on fire. Good mouth heat. Fortunately, I think my throat's torched right now. My throat was trash mouth heat wise when I did 3. No real chest burn. Yesterday I did the Packy One Chip 2023. I had some chest going. It's been interesting. Challenges are interesting how they hit you. But for whatever reason, I just kind of like it. It's snackable. It's really hot. You know, it's not sweet. I'm tired of seeing sweet challenges. I know people like them. I want more savory. I don't want to see any more cinnamon. I don't want to see any more caramel. Unless they're like late for work challenges. Best tasting challenges ever. Nobody's done 2 cat bars yet from late for work. Go do 2 cat bars. If I had the money, I'd do them. It's a pain in the butt. They're hot. But I like to see people do 2 of them. They're good. They're really... Go get you a cat bar from late for work. But, yeah. These are nice and hot. Get them down to about 5 minutes. The next 5 minutes are usually the hardest. And then the last 5 minutes is kind of downhill. But yeah, I did 3 and lost the footage. So 4 is the current record. And, that's held by Broken Charlie. He says, go for it. So the record is on my horizon to attempt for if somebody else doesn't beat me to it. I know Higher on Fire has been interested in it. I think Michael Morgan, somebody who could. Obviously, somebody like a Scoville unit could. Espicante, I bet he could probably put away some Tubes of Terror 2.0s. I'd like to see what he could do. He's a beast. He's Sip Chomper. A lot of beasts in this scene who could really do some damage on some if they wanted to. So a record of 4 is tough. When I did 3, that was grueling for me. That was the longest challenge I did because that's a full 15 minutes, another 15 minutes. I think around towards the end of the video, it was like 50 minutes in of just me doing that. You know, if you include talking at the beginning and then kind of talking at the end, because I had only settled on 3. I knew that's all I was going to be able to do. So I am shooting for the record. I think I'm a little bit dehydrated today. Got some mucus kind of going on. Some phlegm. That's usually caused by some dehydration. Sometimes I forget to drink enough liquid. Other than that, gag's okay, heat's okay. I'm really enjoying these. Another thing, I never thought I would say this, but I actually really enjoy Tube of Terror 1.0 speedruns. But 1.0 is my nemesis. Go back and watch my original one. I didn't even get through half a tube before I was like, because I had done just crap of milk and Pepto. Not a good idea. Well, anyway, fast forward, finally beat the 2.0, or finally beat a Tube of Terror 1.0, and then here lately went and tried a speed run with a Tube of Terror because Old Agnes was having a sale, and I'm like, all right, let's go ahead, you know. And I never thought I would say that I actually enjoy a Tube of Terror speedrun. I don't know what it is, but I really enjoyed it. I've done them twice. My first time, pretty bad, 226. My next time was like 204. Brought the time way down. I don't know how people can do it as fast as they do. Somebody mentioned that Tommy Scoville, Johnny Scoville's brother, did in 40 seconds before there was a table. I can neither confirm nor deny that. If the footage is out there, I'll take their claim for it. Beast mode guys like Brad Warden, Scoville unit did in like a minute 8, like milliseconds difference. But I've really enjoyed the speed run with the Tube of Terror, and I think I'm gonna keep tossing my hat at those because they're good for the points, good for the burn. And I just found myself able to enjoy them more. I don't like, and it's every challenge should be how it is. I don't like to do the 1 to 2 at a time and then kind of really slow, whatever. I don't like those original rules. That's why I like 2.0. You can just as fast as you want. So the speed run is actually really fun, and you can just go right into your afterburn and burn. And it's still, Tube of Terror is a worthy burn. If you haven't really dipped your toes into challenges, or maybe you have, Squeeto, maybe you have, and you haven't done a Tube of Terror yet, it's kind of like, I like how somebody, I can't remember who, but they referred to it as the gold standard for spicy challenges. Yes, there are hotter challenges. But it's kind of like, to me, a Tube of Terror is almost like a rite of passage. You really want to, like, we're right in Tube of Terror. That's kind of like, if we all like, yeah, we've done Tube of Terror. And you don't have to be afraid of them after a while. Once you beat one, it's like, confidence helps. Tube of Terror 2.0s, for example. It was, here, I'm going to go ahead and empty this into it. As you can see, we are sealed. So nobody complained that it was off camera while I was waving around like an idiot. Tube of Terror 2.0, when I finally got my win over that one, it was such a confidence builder because I had done it. All right, see, I had done it before the Tube of Terror 1.0, and when I beat the 2.0, because it is a little bit hotter than the 1.0, I was like, yes, now I can go back and beat the 1.0. Because I'm not a fan of honey roasted peanuts, and I'm not a fan of the rule style. But I didn't want to get beat by that one, empty tube. I didn't want to get beat by that. So and you see here, all the nugs. So I wanted to go back and I wanted to actually beat the thing, and I did. And it's my old nemesis, why not? But now I'm finding in these speed runs that I'm enjoying, where am I even going? I'm just wandering all over the place, just talking. Why are you listening? 2.0, definitely my favorite. Check this out. So my mouth heat, it's pretty well gone. It's like we're simmering at a, I remember, it's like my mouth remembers it ate something spicy, but there's nothing really here. Talking clearly, my tolerance is getting better. You can look forward to that. I know sometimes, like, tolerance is waning up and down and stuff, but if you really, like, hit it, you know, your tolerance will get up there, and then you could be somebody like me, be somebody like beast mode people like Charlie and others, like Michael and Alexandria from Never Better Club, you know, like a Scoville unit, like Jason Latefer works, Sip Chompers, you know, just throw the names out there, casually roasting, unless he's casually blasted, then, you know, I'd like to see him casually blasted off a Ragnarok. Somebody get that man a Ragnarok. He's earned it. But, yeah, just build your tolerance, because, like, my heat's pretty well gone. I'm enjoying this. This is great. This is cool. All right, cool. But it's going to be a fight. If I go for the record, which is, to break the record is 5, match the record is 4, as I film this, that's going to be a push, because I've done, like I said, I've made it up to 3. So I remember, you know, I got 1, and 2 was such a fight for me, because I was like, oh man, 3, was a little bit easier, but it was a little bit of a fight. So I've come back. I'm doing this too. This is easy cake right here. Your tolerance does build. You learn how to handle it better, and you just learn more, and you grow, and then that's where records are broken. That's where memories are made, because it's also another thing. It's not always about beating the record. You just got to be better than who you were the last time, and don't stop. Don't give up. Keep pushing. You can eventually reach the level where an Atomic Menace does 13 Tubes of Terror. You could do that. That's possible for you. If it's possible for him, it's possible for you. And anything that's not done, it's possible for you to do 14. But you just got to put in that work. You have to train, and that comes with the territory of all of this. If this is what you like to do. I think to me, it is something of a competitive sport, but at the same time, it's a hobby. I do this because I do enjoy it. I get to meet people. I have fun. I get creative. You guys have seen the thumbnails. It's given me an outlet because I don't like outside. The great outdoors is an oxymoron. There's no such thing about being outdoors and that's great. It's no, wrong. It's better to be indoors, away from people and noise and all of the. That's why I do this. I'm just kidding. I'm just rambling. I'm just waiting for this clock to run out. Like my heat's gone. Like I'm cool. I'm fine. Like now you get like a minute or so. You get like a minute in between multiples, so you can take a beat if you want to. If you're ever doing multiples, but we're just gonna jump back into this. So here comes the second tube of Tube of Terror 2.0. And we are on the clock. A little bit of dust left. And there we go. Two Patera 2.0 times 2. We'll ride it out. Yeah, I've noticed it takes about 5 minutes to get a tube down. A little more, a little less. If you just go. I'd like to see a speed round on this. A lot of nugs, a lot of chewing. I don't know. You'll see this. So yeah, a lot of nugs, a lot of chewing. Got a good lip burn going. Chest is still fine. I'm not really feeling it in the gut just yet. Mouth burn's pretty low, but tongue's got some burn. Mostly lips right now. You can build your tolerance to these things, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to push for the record at some point. Yesterday did the Packy One Ship 2023. It's different from last year's. I think one thing I did appreciate about it, I can't say the taste was any more or better. I probably preferred last year's, because not everything needs to have a flavor. This year's, the burn was more of a sting. So I guess that feeds into the Naga Viper. I've never had a Naga Viper pepper. That was kind of my first experience with it. So it was interesting. It's caught my teeth. Yeah. And got a really decent burn going on right now. 3, 4-ish. Noticeable. It's there. It's like, hi, I'm here. We're burning. But yes, we are. My lips aren't quivering though. I'm able to control myself a little more. No snot starting yet. No tears. Usually doing these kind of things, I'd be rocking and rolling with snot and tears. But yeah, the new Packy One Chips, like $10 on Amazon. Go try them. People could, our chili head community could smash multiples. I'm looking forward to see what people could do with those. You know, shouldn't be afraid of them at all. They're a walk in the park for people like us. And that's always the funny thing. For us chili heads, the people in the Spicy Challenge community, our favorite videos are the most boring on earth. It's just people in total self-control smashing challenges. Just, they're not losing it. Although sometimes we love to see the fight when someone's really pushing their limits. I've seen, you know, when Alexandria, for example, she's really having to power through something, or Brad Warden, watching his trouble bubble attempts, for example, when he is just really right into it, and he's having to push. And or if you notice, I think, what was it, Dylan Late for Work, one of his original trouble bubble runs, I think he had ended up getting, like, somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, I think got powder in his eye early on. So he's doing the rest of these eyes closed, like, because when you open your eyes, it burns when you got capsaicin dust in your eye. So he's doing this whole, almost his entire run, eyes closed, and smashed like 10 of them. And that's something cool when you watch stuff like that, and then people are really pushing through. You know, those are the best videos for people like us. We really enjoy those. People will send me videos of, like, people just having meltdowns and freakouts, and those aren't, honestly, like, I can see why they're funny, but they're not funny to me. Because sometimes when people are like just trashed, right, or they're in a real bad spot, sometimes you might laugh because you've been there, but the other times, like, because you've been there, you feel sorry for them. There's a video, for example, a couple of videos. The world's hottest shark, hottest shark. Oh my gosh, clip that. I can't. We're doing okay. We said it. The world's hottest shot from Wiltshire Chili Farm. Say that 5 times fast. It's just Carolina Reaper infused rum that's been sitting in this bottle, and it's super mega like gut bomby hot. One poor lady, she just about has a meltdown. You take the shot, and you could just tell she's in like, oh no mode, like, oh, we've jumped too far in the deep end, and she is just not having. She's miserable, and you can tell. And it is kind of funny, but then it's like, oh no, because I know what panic mode feels like, and I know what all that stuff is. Where are we at? 5 minutes to rock. So it's not funny. One of my favorite was, it's this radio show, and they spun a wheel or drew straws, or I don't know. Some rando in the studio that day was going to drink the Wiltshire shot. And some poor girl has to drink the shot. And you watch it, and she just is trashed. Like, she is, oh no, and then just hits. She's got to go. She finds like a trash can, and she is just in a world of misery. When you're in that world of misery and panic mode, you've never been there before, you don't know anything about it, because these people are clearly civilians. I felt bad for her. And all the people in the office and in the studio that day were just kind of they're laughing, and they're cutting their little jokes and whatever. Finally, a little bit of snot. They're cutting their jokes and, kind of getting their jollies at her expense. And I'm just feeling bad for her. They go to a break, and then they come back from the break, and everything is all quiet, and nothing is funny anymore, because somehow the host managed to get some kind of fumes or a little bit of it in his eye, and he is just like miserable, and like he's not had the puking gut bomb. He doesn't know anything about that, but it's in his eye, and everything sucks, and he's miserable, and everybody's quiet, and it's not funny anymore. That was funny. That was funny. When you people just sit there and you laugh at, like, and this is why you should never prank people with this stuff. This is here, like, when it's a scary place to be in when you're in panic mode. You haven't been this hot and all this stuff. I get it. It's all kind of funny. It's not funny to me. Don't prank people. Like, if you're in a jackass style situation, you and your friends, and you're all doing this, you're all like, you have the common knowledge, this is what we're doing to each other. Okay, there's some forgiveness there. Don't prank innocent people with this. It's not fun. It's not funny. Like, you've just signed them up for misery for the next who knows how long. Because the other thing is, we do this, we have to train, we prep, we have to have stuff on our stomachs, we not have to worry about aftercare. This is what we do. You prank somebody, they haven't eaten or anything all day, and then you give them like here, have this chocolate whatever, right? It's a chocolate bar, but it's really super hot. And they've got that gut bomb going off. So now, if they're not able to bring it up, they're going to be suffering cap cramps later that they shouldn't be going through. Because cap cramps, by the way, don't worry about the ring of fire downstairs. I'm going to preach this loud. The worst part about Spice Challenges, cap cramps. Just horrendous. You feel like you're dying sometimes. They're not fun. There's nothing, like, if you've been there, we can all kind of laugh with each other. Haha, yeah, it sucks. But those really suck. You put somebody innocent through that, and they don't have any idea what's going on. It's not funny. It's not cute. It's stupid. I don't like it. Stop sending me stuff sometimes. I think that was big around the way. It's like, if I don't care if you really think it's funny or not. I'm glad you do find some entertainment in it. This is what I do. We're not supposed to be freaking out. We're not supposed to be and laughing at each other. No, this is like a sport. This is a talent. This is a skill. And we want to get better at it. And I don't like watching it being made a mockery of with a bunch of people who may even be overacting. That's the thing. Like, it's one thing when you're like seriously messed up. It's another thing if you're just, oh man, oh wow, I can't, it's so hot. calm down. It's like the AEW of like chili videos. It's purposefully bad. It's meant to be exaggerated and over the top and ridiculous. When there's a right way to do this. It's like the old territory days. The people who like really know how to do this thing. I could just go on and on. We're down to less than a minute. So I get it. It's entertainment for the masses. It's not entertaining to me. So don't send me that stuff. Stop blowing up my inbox with that stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending me something that you think I would like. Understand my world now. I don't like that stuff because this is what I actually do. This is what I enjoy, and you're not supposed to be that. And you really want to know what interests me and what excites me. It's watching somebody smash so many challenges and they're not freaking out. That's what I'm interested in. That's what I enjoy. And that's kind of where I'm at. Kind of a nice warm belly. Nothing really wrong with the chest. Heat's pretty well gone. Tiny little lip tingles. We are down to the last 10 seconds. That is Tube of Terror. I don't know where the other one went. 2.0 times 2. And love you guys. Have a nice day. Be blessed. And party like a rock star. Does anybody even know what that must be like the oldest reference? I guess, well, you see all this gray in the beard that just shows how old I am. It's showing my age. Love you guys.